Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to, cut through the noise and really distill complex topics into actionable insights for you. Today, we're diving deep into what it actually means to be an AI-driven leader. And we're drawing heavily from Geoff Woods' book, The AI-Driven Leader, Harnessing AI to Make Faster, Smarter Decisions. It's quite timely.
Yeah, definitely timely.
So this book, it just came out in September 2024. And look, it's not really aimed at the deep AI tech folks.
No, not at all.
It's really a practical guide, specifically crafted for business leaders, executives, managers. Basically, anyone who isn't, a hardcore tech expert but still wants to leverage AI's power.
Right.
And its mission seems pretty clear. Help you use AI for, better strategic decisions, gaining a real competitive edge, and ultimately driving growth both for the organization and for your own productivity.
Exactly. It's about impact.
And the author, Geoff Woods, he's got a fascinating background. Leadership strategist, founder of AI Leadership. And he was the former chief growth officer at Gentle Steel and Power. Apparently helped take their market cap from, $750 million to over $12 billion.
Yeah.
That's
significant.
That's, quite a track record. And now he advises Fortune 500 execs. So these ideas, they're clearly grounded in, real-world application. High-stakes stuff.
Absolutely. So our goal today is simple. Extract the most critical nuggets from this, give you a shortcut, really, to understanding how a non-technical leader can become AI-driven and seriously boost their impact. Which brings us to the big question, I think. With AI moving so incredibly fast, why is now such a pivotal moment for leaders to really embrace this?
That's the perfect place to start. The urgency is, you can feel it. The sources like the book, they really hammer home that AI is changing the game faster than pretty much any tech revolution before it. Leaders who don't adapt, they risk, frankly, becoming irrelevant in Blockbuster, right? Missing that shift to streaming.
Right, the classic example. Exactly. And this book argues, look, to really get AI-driven leadership, you need to grasp the core principles first. So number one is achieving strategic clarity through AI.
Okay. Strategic clarity. What does that look like?
Well, think about how leaders often get completely bogged down, the day-to-day operational busy work, endless emails, crunching numbers, routine tasks.
Sounds familiar.
Right. So this principle says AI becomes your strategic delegator. It takes on that operational grind. And that frees up your most valuable asset, your brain power, your strategic thinking, to focus on the big picture, the high impact stuff.
So it's about getting out of the weeds.
Precisely. The book really dives into methods for using AI to streamline decisions, cut down that overwhelm, and let you actually prioritize strategy. Chapter 3 is big on this.
Okay, that's a huge shift. So once you have that clarity, what's next?
Then you move to seeing AI as a thought partner. This is critical. It's not just a calculator or a data processor.
A thought partner? How so?
Imagine you're wrestling with a big strategic choice. AI can analyze your plan against massive data sets, point out potential biases you might have.
Oh, interesting. Biases you might not even see yourself.
Exactly. Or it can challenge your core assumptions. It's like having this incredibly objective, data-driven advisor, a sort of devil's advocate built on data. It helps you sharpen your judgment, avoid those big strategic mistakes by forcing you to look at different angles.
That sounds incredibly useful.
And the really practical part, the book gives you actionable prompts in every chapter, things you can literally use right away to start engaging with AI in this collaborative way.
Okay, I like the sound of that, practical prompts. But AI changes so fast. How does the book address, keeping up?
Yeah, that's the next core principle, adaptation and agility. It's non-negotiable. The speed of AI advancement means leaders have to adapt continuously. The book draws parallels, to past tech shifts.
Like the Industrial Revolution or the Internet.
Exactly. It reinforces that agility isn't just nice to have, it's basic survival now. Complacency is dangerous. It revisits that Blockbuster example again, failure to adapt, failure to see the future, leads straight to irrelevance. It's covered in the early chapters, setting the stage.
So constant learning, constant adjustment.
And, crucially, it makes this distinction. prioritizing strategic thinking over technical know-how. This is key for the target audience.
Right. You don't need to be a coder.
Precisely. You don't need to understand the deepest algorithms. What you do need is to understand conceptually how AI works and, more importantly, how to wield it as a strategic leadership tool. The book really works to demystify AI, making it accessible, so non-technical leaders can actually use it effectively. Chapter 4 really tackles that.
Okay, so AI literate, not necessarily AI proficient in the technical sense. That's a relief for many, I bet.
Absolutely. It lowers the barrier significantly.
And given this constant evolution, I guess the final principle ties into that continuous learning.
You got it. The last one, and maybe the most fundamental, is continuous learning. It underpins everything else. AI isn't a skill you just learn once and check off the list. It's evolving constantly. So for leaders, it means committing to this ongoing journey, adapting your style, embracing new AI capabilities as they pop up, basically future-proofing your leadership.
Okay, let's unpack this. We've got these core principles: strategic clarity, AI as a thought partner, agility, focusing on strategy, not tech, and continuous learning. Makes sense. Here's where it gets really interesting. We've laid out these powerful ideas, but for a busy leader, maybe someone who isn't super techy,
Yeah.
how do they actually start doing this? What are the practical steps?
Right, that's where the book shifts gears into actionable strategies. The biggest hurdle is often just inertia, the way things have always been done. Plus, maybe not knowing how to start integrating AI in a non-technical way. The book aims to provide those clear pathways. Let's look at accelerated decision-making.
Okay, faster decisions.
Imagine AI not just giving you raw data, but instantly structuring it. Maybe it presents key insights or even populates a decision framework you use.
So it does the initial synthesis.
Exactly. It does the heavy lifting of turning data into usable information. So you're not drowning in data, you're ready to act. The book gives you, again, practical AI prompts and frameworks specifically designed to collapse that time between getting info and making the call. Chapter 7 focuses on this.
Moving from data to action much faster.
Much faster. And it even shows how to use AI for sophisticated scenario planning, quickly modeling different outcomes, balancing short-term wins with long-term growth, aligning goals. All that complex stuff, but faster. That's chapter 8.
Wow, that acceleration sounds like a superpower. What about making your team more effective? Multiplying output.
Yeah, that's the next big strategy, multiplying impact. This is about how AI can genuinely 10x the output, not just of one person, but whole teams.
10x.
Yeah,
That's a bold claim. Does it back that up?
It does. The book uses real-world case studies, not just theory. It shows actual companies achieving dramatic jumps in market cap, revenue, efficiency, tangible results.
Okay, real examples are key.
Definitely. And it's about using AI to build systems that give you an ongoing edge, keeping you ahead of the competition. Chapter 9 gets into building those sustainable advantages, and Chapter 12 specifically highlights tools and stories showing how organizations really multiply their effectiveness using AI. It shows it's possible.
This sounds incredibly powerful for individuals and teams.
Yeah.
But that's often the sticking point, isn't it? How do you get the entire organization on board? Scaling it up seems like the real challenge.
You've hit the nail on the head. Scaling it is crucial and, yeah, often the hardest part. The book dedicates significant space to building an AI-driven organization. It talks about strategies for ensuring year-round alignment, making sure everyone's work right down the line connects back to the big organizational goals, and using AI to actually empower that alignment, making it visible. Chapter 10 covers this alignment piece.
Alignment is huge. What else?
Well, very practically, it offers a checklist. Here's what to do in the first 30 days to integrate AI into key workflows. The goal is quick, measurable wins to build momentum. That's chapter 11.
Quick wins. I like that. Builds confidence.
Exactly. And crucially, it tackles the human side head on. Resistance to change. It provides strategies for addressing that.
Yeah.
Communication tools, training ideas, ways to lead the cultural shift needed for AI adoption. Chapter 13 is all about managing that transition.
So managing the people part, not just the tech part.
Absolutely critical. And it also pushes for rapid experimentation. Adopt a blueprint for trying things out fast, getting feedback, and moving quickly from small AI pilots to delivering real value across the business. Chapter 14 focuses on that rapid iteration cycle.
Okay, so it covers the org structure, the initial steps, the culture change, and the iteration. Pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, and throughout all this, it keeps coming back to practical application and integration.
So,
Well, like we mentioned, those actionable prompts are everywhere. But it also explicitly lays out 5 immediate AI applications just for boosting leadership effectiveness. Things you can do right away, with prompts included. That's chapter 5. And honestly, the structure itself is maybe the most practical thing. Every single chapter ends with prompts, exercises, or real examples. It forces you to think about how to apply it.
So it's really designed as a workbook almost.
In a way, yes. A working guide. It ensures you're constantly connecting the concepts back to your own context, regardless of your industry or how much AI you've used before. It's built for action.
That hands-on feel sounds perfect for the non-technical leader. Thinking about that specific audience, what really stands out to you about this book for them? Someone may be intimidated by AI, but knowing they need to engage.
What stands out most, I think, is that laser focus you mentioned. It knows its audience, non-technical leaders wanting practical, real-world strategies. It avoids jargon. It breaks down complex AI ideas into language that makes sense for business. That accessibility is huge.
Makes it less daunting.
Definitely. Now, look, some reviews mention it can feel a bit high-level in places, or maybe a touch promotional.
Okay, fair critique to mention.
Yeah, but you have to weigh that against the core value for its intended reader. The endorsements from leaders at huge companies, Costco, FedEx, Medtronic, they all praise its clarity and actionable advice. That says a lot.
So the positive reception seems strong from the target group.
Very strong.
Yeah.
It finds that sweet spot, that balance between being inspiring, providing concrete tactics, and having that executive credibility. It's just packed with actionable insights and those prompts that let you start using AI immediately.
Right. So wrapping this up a bit, becoming an AI-driven leader, based on this book, it's not about learning Python or becoming an AI engineer.
Not at all.
It's fundamentally about a mindset shift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Learning to leverage AI strategically, seeing it as this intelligent partner.
Yeah, a partner, a multiplier.
A multiplier for your own impact, and really a catalyst to transform how your whole organization operates. It feels like a truly new definition of leadership for this era.
I think that's right. And connecting it back to the bigger picture, the sheer speed of AI evolution means that commitment to continuous learning we talked about, it's not just a nice principle anymore.
It's a necessity.
It's an absolute necessity for future leadership. The ground is constantly shifting under our feet, and leaders have got to be able to shift with it.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Based on this deep dive, maybe just think about this. How could you apply just one of these AI principles, or maybe one actionable strategy in your own role? Starting tomorrow, it doesn't matter what your tech expertise is right now. What's one task, maybe some kind of busy work that drains your time, like pulling data together or routine analysis? What's one thing you could identify this week and just start exploring how AI might help you delegate it, just to free up a little more space for that bigger picture strategic thinking? Something to consider.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.